Titanoboa, the giant prehistoric monster and the fascinating scenario if it existed today. 60 million years ago, in the dense rainforests of South America, a colossal creature once dominated the rivers and swamps. No one could challenge its power. The Titanoboa, the largest and most terrifying snake ever to exist in the animal kingdom. With an astounding length of nearly 15 meters and a weight exceeding 1 ton, Titanoboa was not only gigantic, but also possessed immense strength. It was the apex predator, making other animals tremble in fear before its overwhelming size and highly efficient hunting abilities. Titanoboa, the apex predator of the rainforest. Titanoboa was longer than a bus, with a body as massive as a tree trunk. This giant snake's size and weight were enough to crush any opponent. It ruled the tropical rainforest through its sheer dominance and size, with no rivals capable of matching it. Titanoboa's favorite prey included other giant reptiles and prehistoric crocodiles, which it could easily coil around and devour. Despite its enormous size, Titanoboa disappeared from our planet about 18 million years ago. However, that hasn't stopped us from imagining a world where this colossal snake still roams. If Titanoboa had never gone extinct, what would happen to the ecosystem, to other animals, and more importantly, to humanity? The reason behind Titanoboa's extinction. The cause of Titanoboa's extinction remains a mystery that hasn't been fully explained. Scientists believe that climate change might have played a crucial role. As the global climate cooled, Titanoboa, a cold-blooded species, could not regulate its body temperature to maintain metabolic functions. This inability to adapt to colder conditions may have led to its extinction. But what if it could adapt to these changes? How would it have evolved? Had Titanoboa not gone extinct, one possible scenario is that it would have continued to grow and diversify into new species of giant snakes. These giant reptiles would not only dominate the rainforests of South America, but might also expand their territory to other regions. This could cause a significant shift in the food chain and ecosystem structures. Large predators like crocodiles and other carnivorous mammals might see their populations decline as they would have to compete with Titanoboa for food. The frightening scenario of Titanoboa hunting human ancestors. One of the most terrifying possibilities is that if Titanoboa coexisted with the ancestors of modern humans, it could have posed a serious threat to human evolution. Early humans, who lived near rivers and swamps, would have faced the constant danger of being hunted by this giant snake. Titanoboa, with its powerful hunting capabilities and surprise attack strategy, could have easily preyed on ancient humans, causing significant declines in their population. In this case, humans would have had to develop defense strategies against Titanoboa. Our ancestors would likely need to evolve new survival skills from building protective barriers around their settlements to crafting weapons strong enough to fight this massive creature. Coexisting with such a dangerous predator would force humanity to drastically change its way of life, or even alter the course of human evolution. Our ancestors might have been forced to live in trees to avoid the attacks of these giant snakes on the ground. How Titanoboa hunted, the deadly constricting strategy. Much like its modern-day relatives, such as the massive anaconda, Titanoboa did not possess venom. However, its method of hunting was still terrifying. Titanoboa would wrap its enormous body around its prey and squeeze until the victim could no longer breathe, ultimately dying from asphyxiation. Once captured by Titanoboa, the prey had no way of escaping. The more the prey struggled, the tighter Titanoboa's grip would become until the victim was completely subdued. With a body diameter of nearly 1 meter, Titanoboa could easily constrict and swallow whole giant animals like crocodiles or ancient turtles. Scientists have discovered fossils showing that an adult Titanoboa could engulf a 6-meter-long crocodile. This demonstrates that Titanoboa was one of the most fearsome predators ever to walk the earth. Dominance, but not without threats. Although massive and powerful, Titanoboa was not entirely invincible. Young Titanoboas, or those digesting food, could become prey for other prehistoric predators. Species like Anthracosaurus, a giant crocodile that could reach lengths of 5 to 6.5 meters, were potential threats to Titanoboa, especially when it was vulnerable or smaller in size. The survival battles in prehistoric times must have been brutal and bloody between these colossal creatures. Another factor limiting Titanoboa's hunting abilities was its massive size, making it difficult to move swiftly on land. These giant snakes would struggle to navigate on solid ground, which is why they primarily hunted underwater, where they were more agile and quick. This allowed Titanoboa to avoid attacks from other predators while also enhancing its ability to ambush prey. Titanoboa versus T-Rex. Who was the ultimate predator? An interesting question many people wonder is, if Titanoboa and the Tyrannosaurus rex lived at the same time, who would have been the superior predator? T-Rex, with a length of up to 13 meters, a height of 4 meters, and a weight nearing 9 tons, was one of the most formidable carnivores in the dinosaur world. It had incredibly powerful jaws capable of delivering a bite force of up to 8,000 psi, enough to crush any prey. T-Rex was also capable of swift movement on land with remarkable speed, thanks to the balance provided by its massive tail. In contrast, Titanoboa would have had the upper hand if the battle took place in water. With its constricting technique and deadly strength, Titanoboa could subdue any opponent, even a T-Rex, if the fight occurred in a river or swamp. A fascinating scenario to imagine is if T-Rex wandered into a river where Titanoboa lay in ambush. The giant snake could quickly coil around the dinosaur and crush it to death. Although these two species did not coexist in time or location, comparing them remains a captivating subject for scientists and fans of survival-based speculation. If Titanoboa were still alive today, the world would be a very different place. Communities living near forests and swamps, such as the ancient Aztecs or Incas, might have worshipped Titanoboa as a fearsome deity, offering sacrifices to appease it. Meanwhile, modern humans could hunt Titanoboa not just for its danger, but also for its skin, bones, or even to keep it as an exotic pet. However, capturing and dealing with a 15-meter snake would certainly not be an easy task. Humanity may have developed specialized techniques to hunt Titanoboa, much like how we hunt dangerous animals today, such as lions or crocodiles. There would be brave and daring hunters willing to face the giant snake, and Titanoboa might become a symbol of fear, but also fascination in modern culture. Conclusion: a world of fascination and terror. Titanoboa is one of the most terrifying creatures ever to have existed, and imagining its continued presence opens up fascinating yet horrifying scenarios. If Titanoboa had not gone extinct, humans and the natural world would likely have had to contend with an incredibly dangerous predator. Speculations about living alongside Titanoboa not only stir curiosity, but also shed light on how humanity and other animals would have had to adapt to survive in a world where such colossal creatures still roamed. This snake is not just a symbol of dominance in the food chain, but also part of the mysteries and intrigue of prehistoric life. If Titanoboa still existed today, our planet would be a vastly different place. A place where humans would constantly be on guard when entering tropical rainforests or wading through the rivers that these gigantic snakes called home.